10 years. That's how long I owned this Kindle. 10 years of bedtime reading. Late nights on a ship in the middle of the ocean. Hundreds of books loaded onto this little gray screen. And then, out of nowhere, at a backyard barbecue, my sister-in-law looked me dead in the eye and said, "That was mine. When you're ready, just drop it off at my place. I'm sorry. Drop it off." Like it was a library book 3 days overdue. Oh, I dropped it off. All right. Just not exactly the way she was expecting. If you've ever had someone try to rewrite history just to get something from you, you are going to love this one. This is a story about entitlement, about a gift that stopped being a gift the second somebody decided they wanted it back, and about a very quiet, very satisfying kind of payback. Stick around till the end, because the ending genuinely made me laugh out loud. Now let's get into it. Let's rewind to 2012. Our narrator's father-in-law worked a job that, every once in a while, tossed out little employee prizes. Nothing huge, raffle stuff. That year, the prize was a Kindle. First generation. No backlight, no color screen. The kind of e-reader that looked more like a calculator than the sleek tablets we're used to now. Being a decent guy, the father-in-law didn't just keep it for himself. He offered it to his daughter first. That's his own kid. Made sense? He held it out to her like, "Hey, you want this?" She looked at it, shrugged, said no thanks. Now most people, if they turn something down, that's kind of it, right? You had your shot. You said no, the moment's gone. So the father-in-law moved on. He called his son's wife, our narrator, and asked the same question. "You want a Kindle?" And our narrator, being someone who actually reads, said yes immediately. No hesitation. This was a gift. A genuine, freely given. My daughter said no, so it's yours now gift. There was no fine print. No, just borrowing it. No fake tag on it that said return by such and such date. It was handed over, plain and simple. The way gifts are supposed to be handed over, and that little Kindle became something special. Our narrator wasn't exactly buying every single one of those books through official channels, let's just say. She was out at sea a lot for work, and when you're out at sea, your options for entertainment are limited. So that Kindle filled up, fast. Books she'd already read and loved. Books she'd always meant to get around to. Books people told her were so bad they were almost required reading, just for the experience. Picture it. Months on end, rocking gently with the waves. Nothing but open water in every direction, and this little gray screen glowing faintly in her hands at 2 in the morning. That Kindle wasn't just a gadget, it became a companion. A portable library that went everywhere she went. 10 years. 10 years of memories loaded onto that thing. 10 years of it being hers, fully and completely. No questions asked. Fast forward to present day. Family barbecue. Burgers on the grill. Kids running around. The usual noise and chaos of a family get-together. Our narrator's sister-in-law strolls up, casual as you like, and starts a conversation about books. Asks if she's ever read the Witcher series. Yeah, our narrator says, it's pretty decent. I've got the whole series on my Kindle, actually. The sister-in-law's ears perk up at that. She asks how many books are actually on there. Says her husband's been wanting to get into reading and maybe he could borrow some recommendations. Our narrator, thinking nothing of it, says something like, "Oh hella, I've got a ton on there." And this is the moment. This is where the whole thing turns. Because the sister-in-law gets this look on her face. That little smirk. That "oh, you're about to find out something" smirk. "Yeah," she says, drawing it out. "About that. That Kindle was mine. Dad just gave it to you. So, whenever you're ready, just drop it off at my place." Just like that. No warning. No lead up. Like she was reminding her about a library due date. Instead of trying to claw back a gift from a full decade. I go doubt our narrator just stood there for a second, blinking, trying to process what she just heard. Let that sink in for a second. 10 years. This wasn't a, "Hey, can I borrow this for the weekend" situation. This was a fully gifted item that had been used, loved, and lived in for a full decade. And now, apparently, there was an invisible expiration date on ownership that only the sister-in-law knew about. Here's the thing about entitled people. Sometimes they say things with so much confidence that you start to doubt your own memory. You start to wonder, wait, did I miss something? Was there some agreement I forgot about? That's exactly what happened here. Our narrator second-guessed herself so hard that she actually called her father-in-law afterward. Not to complain, just to check. Because that request was so bizarre, so out of nowhere, that she needed a reality check. "Hey," she asked him, basically, "am I losing my mind here? Is this a normal thing to say to someone?" And this is where the father-in-law earns some serious respect points. He didn't hesitate. He told her straight up. It was hers. She'd had it for years. It was a gift, plain and simple, and his daughter, bless her heart, was, in his words, tripping. Now, he didn't say it in those exact words. He was a bit more diplomatic than that, but the message was crystal clear. His daughter had said no. She'd had her chance. The Kindle moved on, and a full decade later, deciding you want it back doesn't magically undo that. But then he said something else. Something that changed the whole trajectory of this story. He told her that if she ever did decide to return it, there were no conditions on how that had to happen. Read between the lines here for a second. No conditions. That's not just a throwaway comment. That's basically a father giving his daughter-in-law a green light, a wink and a nod. He wasn't telling her to keep it out of spite, and he wasn't telling her to hand it over gift-wrapped with a bow on it either. He was leaving the door wide open for exactly one kind of response, and our narrator understood the assignment immediately. Now, she could have just ignored the request altogether, ghosted it, let it become one of those awkward, unspoken family tensions that everyone pretends doesn't exist. She could have shown up with the Kindle fully loaded, hundreds of books still on it, and handed it over exactly as it was. Basically rewarding the entitlement with a bonus library on top. But no. If this thing was really going back, it was going back exactly the way it came into her life in the first place. Fresh, untouched, blank. So here's what they did. They plugged that old first-generation Kindle in one last time, powered it up, pulled up the settings menu, and hit factory reset. Every book, gone. Every bookmark, gone. Every trace of a decade's worth of reading, wiped clean in about 90 seconds. The screen blinked back to the exact same setup screen it had shown the very first day it came out of the box. Brand new, all those years ago, it was. In the most literal sense possible, exactly what she'd asked for. Her Kindle, just like it was when it left her hands. Nothing more, nothing less. And she followed through. Dropped it off, just like she'd been told to. No note, no explanation needed. Just handed the device back. Factory fresh and completely empty. You could probably guess what happened next. The sister-in-law was livid. Absolutely fuming. She got in touch afterward, practically outraged, saying our narrator had wasted an ebook, because now she had nothing on it, and had to just throw it away. Sit with that for a second. She wasted an ebook, singular. As if the years of digital library that had been built up, book by book, night after night, was somehow her property to claim credit for, despite never buying, downloading, or reading a single one of them herself. She didn't want the Kindle back because she missed the device. Nobody misses a first-generation e-reader with no backlight after a full decade. She wanted what had been built up on it. She wanted the years of effort and content that somebody else had put in, and she wanted to just walk away with it because, technically, her name had once been attached to the hardware. And when that plan didn't work, when she got back exactly what she'd asked for, and nothing else, suddenly it was a problem. Here's the thing about entitlement. It usually isn't really about the object. It's about wanting something for nothing. It's about looking at someone else's years of effort and deciding you're owed a piece of it just because of a technicality. The father-in-law saw that coming from a mile away. That's exactly why he worded his advice the way he did. No conditions on the return. He knew his daughter wasn't actually after an old, outdated Kindle. He knew this was never really about hardware. And honestly, fair is fair. She asked for it back. She got it back. Exactly, precisely, as specified. That's not revenge. Not really. That's just following instructions to the letter. Rip little Kindle. You served 10 good years, and you went out exactly the way you came in. Clean, honest, and completely unbothered by all the drama around you. So, let me know down in the comments. Have you ever had someone try to take back a gift years later, like it was some kind of loan the whole time? What did you do? If this story had you shaking your head right along with me, smash that like button, and subscribe for more stories just like this one. See you in the next video.